After COVID, he probably thought, things were sweet. There was a lot of shit moving and all that, and how it kind of gassed a lot of people. I would say it gassed me also. I definitely got caught up in some financial issues and all that. But regardless, I tried to keep the shop and everything running, right? But I'm gonna break down to y'all the situation that I've been dealing with. I've been dealing with this for a little while, and now it's gotten to the point where we don't know what's gonna happen with the shop. Just keeping it 100. Just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, the math not mathing. The math not mathing, son. The math not mathing. But all of this stuff, like I keep it 100 with y'all, man. I keep it 100 with y'all. You know, I've talked about working like regular jobs and shit like that, but none of them shits ever lasted like a real long time. For the most part, the money that I made in the streets, or I made from battle rap, which was kind of like making it in the streets.
Like you said,
You know what I'm saying? It took me a while before I figured out, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. It was just, getting the cash and busting moves. That was what I knew. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up in a household where, my father was around to break down certain things. My mom's knew stuff. My mom started to learn shit eventually, but it wasn't like it wasn't being shared. We weren't like, she wasn't like, yo, sit down, I learned about this today or whatever. So when the show became super successful, it was like a block clicking for me. You know what I mean? It was like a block clicking for me. And a lot of the deals and the situations that I got involved in weren't sound paperwork wise. Paperwork wise, it wasn't sound.
Which
it was
doesn't
more
make
like,
sense.
I trust
It
you.
doesn't
We
make
gonna do
sense
this.
at all.
I trust you. We're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Not really forming contracts and all that. Like even the guys that
You just admitted right there
that I fired or whatever, and they
And
were
the people
around
he
complaining
fired.
like
Yep.
little bitches and all that shit. But at the end of the day, even the W9s and all that shit, like they stuck me with that. You know what I'm saying? All the bread that I was paying them, they stuck me with that. These motherfuckers ain't going that they ain't telling you that they got paid. You think they telling the government? You think what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that I had to learn in this process. Just learning and learning and learning.
There you have
man.
it. I came. Matt Hoffa. And now that he went live last night and he addressed any rumor that somebody had towards him, he said, hey, you want to tell him in his face, go see him over there in the Apollo Theater. He will be performing, I think, next week, if I'm not mistaken. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts on Matt Hoffa pretty much losing the barbershop.
He's a 40-year-old person who won't take accountability. You are the reason for your destruction, brother. You had something great going. You didn't pay your guys. You didn't make them business owners. Subsequently, everybody leave. I could see one or two people leave. When you have 4 to 5, I see something. Now, there's problem with leadership. Now, you were subletting the barbershop, so you didn't even have a full lease. You were subletting from another person, so
Correct.
you wasn't even, handling business correctly. So, man, all I can do is pray for you, brother. That's all I can do. But next time, learn how to do business with your peoples.
But not only that, but when it came to aspect of Matt Hoffa, he said he didn't sign contract.
No.
And remember, he had big hitters on his podcast.
Yeah.
Big hitters from New York, or, Fat Joe, you name it. Everybody went on his podcast. Nelly, and I think also LeBron James. Like certain people went on his podcast because Matt Hoffa was hot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched some of his stuff, some of his material from Matt Hoffa. When I saw he didn't go live in a minute, I'm like, something's going on. And all I saw it was trending that Matt Hoffa lost his barbershop because of bad business move.
That's it. He was cooking like hot grease at one point.
He was, especially during the pandemic. A lot of these guys during the pandemic blew up. No Jumper, Matt Hoffa, you name it. A lot of these streamers. But however, they didn't take the opportunity during the blow up of the pandemic and utilize that as for their benefit. Matt Hoffa lost a lot of people that was in his squad. Hassan Campbell, shout out to him. He also talked about that too on his channel yesterday, and he addressed like, hey, Matt Hoffa should have planned better when it came to asking his. But shout out to Matt Hoffa, man. I'm not gonna lie, Hakeem. And remember, he do have 1 million subscribers.
Yep.
On